What is up, everybody? In today's video we'll be taking a look at the Studio Series Deluxe Class Devastation Optimus Prime, and I just want to say it's probably the worst figure I've collected from this new package refresh. Does that make sense? With the legs pointing straight forward, this figure doesn't look too bad, and even when you tilt it to the side, that's when everything starts to get revealed. I'm not too keen on why they decided to make this guy a deluxe class figure. I get it's just still with the Studio Series 86 Devastator that's coming out, but boy oh boy, once you look at this guy from all angles, he looks so trash. I do like the color scheme they went with him, with the bright red, bright blue, and everything, and this cell shading is something that I wish they had more of, because on the window, yeah, that's great, it pops out, but it needed more cell shading for sure, like on the arms and definitely the legs, because other than the plastic being bright, this figure is kind of bland. If I was to let you guys know my favorite attribute about this guy, it's probably that head sculpt. I mean, it's so accurate, so curved, and it looks like him, how he looked in the game. The grill is another piece that I really like, and it's because it's not a faux grill, it's the actual grill of Optimus Prime. So is it, well, another piece is the chest, and that's because it's just cell shaded. Coming to the arms, I kind of don't like how the arms are, and that's because it doesn't have a wrist swivel due to transformation. But that's alright. When you come down to the leg, it is fairly bland. I do like how hair is painted, however, underneath isn't. But you know what? We work with it. The legs are pretty alright. I don't like how the wheels stick out. I mean, who doesn't like how the wheels stick out? And the inside of the leg is hollow, and that's all because of transformation. But I mean, for what it's supposed to be, it's alright. Scaling with Devastator, yeah, it's pretty alright. Speaking on scaling with Devastator, here he is next to the Studio Series 86 Scrapper, and I think it's a pretty good scale. Obviously, Optimus is a deluxe, and he's still a little bit too big, because in the game, when they combined, the mass shifting was prominent, and the legs and everywhere else for Devastator was much bigger. But honestly, for toy farm, this really works. It works well, and that's why, even though this figure absolutely sucks, I do appreciate it. Here he is next to the re-release Baver Shockwave, and obviously Shockwave is going to be bigger. He's a leader class, but moreover, that Shockwave is so awesome. I just wanted to mention that. Here he is next to the Age of the Primes aerial bot Slingshot. Here he is next to what he aspired to be, the legendary Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. Lastly, finally, here he is next to the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. Getting down to posability, it's kind of limited, but the head is on a swivel, I would assume, and he could swivel all the way around. It can, well, barely look up and down. I guess the arm can move out that far, but it's that type of shoulder. Rotate all the way around like that. There's a swivel at the bicep, well, the lower shoulder, and then it bends about that far. The wrist does not rotate like mentioned prior. That's because it's due to transformation, but it does come in. There is a waist swivel, but that's kind of hindered due to the back. And then the leg kicks out about that far, can go slightly higher than the usual, and then it goes back about that far. There's no swivel at the thigh. However, something I don't like is that the swivel is at the knee, which makes me sad. There's a knee bend to about 90, and the leg has a ankle pivot, and the toes can kick in, and the heels can kick in due to transformation. Speaking of transformation on this guy is really easy. Starting off, you want to rotate the head all the way around, come to the back, and then rotate it downward and in just like that, and that spot will be filled. Come to the hand, and then push them inward on both sides. To the back, move the wheels out the way so you can rotate them down like this, and then that's going to allow you to rotate this all the way around. What you're going to want to do next is you're going to take his side panels where the silver bit is and fold it all the way back, and then on the other side do the same, fold it all the way back, which will allow you to bring the grill forward just like that. Now this bit is probably a little bit tight, but what you're going to do is fold this back. It'll tab in right at the top right there. His arms, like Optimus Prime fashion, will slide in right there, and then you can just line it up, and then the same on the other side. Fold it in first, and then it'll tab into the top, and then you'll push this in like good old Optimus Prime fashion. If he'll stop giving me a struggle. You know, always likes giving me a struggle on camera. Now that he's a standing truck, what you're going to do is you're going to come down to the legs, and you're going to pop this side piece out, and after you do that, you're going to come to the inner legs, and you're going to get the trailer hitch popped out. Next, you're going to come to the bottom of the feet and flip his toe in. Same on the other side, flip the toe in. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to flip this piece out, which will reveal his wheels fully. I say fully, which it shouldn't be fully, it should be reveal his wheels finally. After you got all that ready, this is kind of a tight snap, but there's a slot right at the bottom right here, and then that tab will go right into it. It is a tight fit, but for the first leg, if you rotate the truck a little and then push it up, it'll slot right in. Second leg, it's kind of butt head, but you know what, it still goes in. And then you'll straighten the knee and peg the legs together. After you do that, you'll come to the side and then snap this piece in, and repeat that on the other side, which locks everything into place, creating a nice solid connection. I didn't realize this until after filming the transformation, but he has this energon axe, and it is in a slashing motion, and I think it's really neat. I think it's something new. However, I don't necessarily think I would display him with it. Does that make sense? I would probably have this sit in the bin and then just have him in robot mode, probably punching at Devastator's leg, if anything. It's a neat accessory, and I do like it because it is something new we've been given instead of the basic energon axe. But yeah, we all got our cup of teas that we sip on, you know? Honestly, vehicle mode is probably just as bad as the robot mode, but it's still a little neat truck, I guess. There's a lot of gaps that you can see at front of the truck, right there, and then just like right there. And at the back, you can literally see Optimus Prime's head. And then this right here, I get why it's here. But the other part that I absolutely despise is that you can see his feet just pointing forward. But damn, it is what it is. Whoever like gets this figure, treat him with care, even though probably won't like him, only for like the collector piece. If you have 86 Optimus Prime, his trailer does work with him, and it's big. Probably Earthrights would work better, which I don't have. But yeah, it's really nice that he's trailer compatible with the other trailers, you know? If I was to give him a rating of cookies, he would get 2.5 cookies out of 5 cookies. He is definitely not the best Optimus Prime we've gotten in recent times. However, he is still, at the end of the day, a pretty good bot. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. You know, and you know what? I'll be posting more. So, yeah, deuces. Boom.